right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Visual Prowess Podcast. As you can see, everybody is in the building today. I have to my left Mr. Klee Uchiha, and to my right, I got Mr. Marcus. Y'all want to say something to the people?
What it is?
What's happening?
One.
Don't start.
Big one.
Shit. What up, though?
That's all how you end conversations.
I'm gonna end it like
All
that.
right,
too.
one.
One. Yeah.
All right, so today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about some of our favorite things growing up, okay? So, we all had our favorite black sitcoms that we just love to, look back on, reflect on. But today we're going to talk about the negative aspects of these shows, okay? So I don't want to start mine because I feel like I have a little bit more to say. So
That's why you need to get out the way.
well, I need to. Okay, all right. So, all right. So my show I picked is gonna be Girlfriends, and I picked Girlfriends because from a female perspective, I feel like that show kind of messed us up, like a lot. I mean, just from start to finish, I have to focus on Joan initially because
That's the main one, huh?
yeah, Joan was
Tracy
played
Ellis.
Tracy Ellis Ross. So she was the main character. If y'all remember Girlfriends, y'all know it was centered on the relationship between four women. I think two of them grew up together. The third one they met in college, and then the fourth one came in kind of towards the end or whatever. But anyway, so Joan is probably the worst character to be, I feel like, because she was so needy. She was the neediest person. Like nothing was ever right for her. Everything had to be perfect. Okay, so her career, she was a lawyer, great. She was on track. She wanted to be partner, all that kind of stuff. But when it came to relationships, that woman could not keep a man to save her. She couldn't keep a man for nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember her dating. I ain't watch a whole lot of her, but I don't remember her dating. It was quick.
No, she dated.
Yeah.
She dated several men, and it was all of them ended in disaster because this woman, she always nitpicked about something, about anything. I mean, one of them, the guy he had hips. She didn't like the fact that he had hips, and then he had to wear like a kind of like a shaper.
Something to cover it up.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so
What?
one of the episodes, there was this guy, right, and he was hippie, so he looked like he had hips and ass.
Bottle.
Yeah, so she couldn't.
Had a Coke bottle.
Coke bottle. He had a Coke bottle.
And he wore like a little shaper, and so that she couldn't.
For them
stand
to go out in public, or
like he would wear it. He just would wear it.
so he wore the shaper so his hips can like show more.
No, I think he was trying to get him to like
sit down or something.
like so it wouldn't look like he was so
Oh,
hippie.
okay.
Trying to calm him down.
Yeah.
Them boys was hot.
This shit just fell out your pocket, man.
So it's like
Hot
she
ass
picked
hoop.
about everything. And then there was this guy he didn't last long. It was just like a one episode type of thing. But the guy was her shoe salesman. Well, he had a foot fetish. And he would call her baby toe. I don't know why he called her baby toe. But
And she ain't like that.
She didn't like that. She didn't like that he was so obsessed with her feet all the time. Which, I mean, that's not really something I
But
want you to be
these are
obsessed.
successful men.
She
are career men.
never dated a man who didn't have a job.
No.
Not that I can think of.
No. Career men. Because she didn't date nobody who was going to a job.
No.
So these was all successful men, career corporate
She's a
men.
lawyer. She's not gonna date anybody
Nah,
less
for real.
than
She don't even see him.
Yeah. So. Okay.
no. So
The
so
shoe
John-
salesman though, like what kind of shoe sale? Like he
like
not Payless type shit.
no,
though,
not
huh?
Payless type. This is the shoe store. Like they bring you wine. They cater to you.
Okay.
They know you. You are
Some shit ain't in
yeah.
PA.
You're a value customer. You're a
got it.
value customer. Okay, they come and be like, okay, so Tony, Tony's character, I guess you could classify her as the gold digger type character, even though she had her own money.
That's the one with the eyes, kind of like.
That's the one with the lips, right?
Yeah, Tony had the big lips.
What's the other one?
She ended up with the little short white man with the baby.
Yeah,
That's Tony.
okay.
Okay, so
The
Tony,
slimmer one out of all of them.
You already know Tony was high class. She didn't do anything. Okay, so it was their shoe guy. So if Tony was dealing with the store, it was automatically it was up there. She didn't do anything less than. There was no pay less.
Okay, yeah.
There was no pay less for Tony. So okay, so we can move on to Tony. Tony was. I'm gonna say Tony got so wrapped up in becoming, or where she was going to, she forgot where she came from. So she did not feel like anything that was not in her favor, that was not about her, that was not about where she was going. She wanted a man with a whole bunch of money. She wasn't having none of that. Tony came from a farm, though. Tony forgot where she came from. Tony was like, y'all are less than me. She even felt like her friends.
That she grew up with?
Yeah, were less than her. You know, nobody was on Tony's level, okay? She always had to have a millionaire mentality, which is cool. It's great to want better for yourself. It's always good to want better for yourself.
But not to shit on.
But not, like, she was like, oh, you know, y'all, that's not about me. So if it's not about me, if it's not about what I want, I'm not having that. I'm not dealing with none of that. That's the type of mentality.
To an extent, wouldn't you agree though?
Yeah, I would.
Like
I
to
would
an
agree.
extent, like because
yes,
it's about protecting your peace. Like certain shit you don't have to entertain.
Mm-hmm.
Like would you say she operated out of the negative all the time, or like some of them you understood?
I felt like some of it I do understand, but I feel like Tony was so self-centered that if it did not involve her, if it was not about her, then it didn't matter.
Okay.
If it was not about what she wanted and how she could benefit from it, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. And I feel like that's a lot of what we deal with now, that selfish mentality where if it's not about me, if it's not about something that I'm working towards, or I feel like that kind of set us up for failure. You know, that's a good mindset to have, you know, to be driven like that, but it's also a negative mindset to have because you don't want to be so focused on yourself that you forget about everybody else, about, you know, being there for everybody else. And I think that when it came to Tony, it was just, you couldn't really depend on her because, I mean, that's not the type of friend that I would want to have.
Yeah,
you know,
she was always on her.
She was always on her. And even in the episodes, you know, she was like, is this about me? Then, you know, or if they said, well, what is this conversation about? She's like, well, do you think I'd be talking about it if it wasn't about me? So it's like, no, nobody wants really to be dealing with stuff like that. Nobody, would you want a female that's like that? I feel like nobody would just want to deal with.
Yeah, hell nah. I could say though, like, certain shit deserve to be cut off. Like I get it. That's why I say to an extent. Like, certain stuff you don't have to entertain. And like your goals are your goals. And I feel like if you can't help yourself, you no service to nobody else. But I think Tony was a little bit more successful than I am now. So you could be there for other people. But I feel like at a certain point when you trying to get your shit together, like you really ain't no help to nobody else in they shit because you so swamped in your shit.
And it really kind of was a little, to me, the friendship between Tony and Joan was like, it didn't make sense because Tony was so secure in herself and Joan was so insecure that Joan was always jealous of Tony. Like, she was, when Tony got married, she was jealous. She wanted to save her relationship with whoever she was, Ellis, that's who she was with at the time. She had to save her relationship. Well, your best friend is getting married. You weren't there for her. You couldn't be there for her because you were so wrapped. I guess it does make sense now that I think about it because they were both so wrapped up in their own lives that it just made sense for them to be friends.
Yeah, it wasn't them two like the closest.
Those are the two that grew up together.
Yeah.
Those are the two that grew
so
up
they
together.
bond was stronger. You would think that they'll be a little more supportive towards each other.
Now, eventually, the friendship did it dwindled away because, you know, all the conflict they had. You know, I don't know if y'all remember. I don't remember.
I know bits and
just
pieces. I don't
talking.
really know it. Cause how many
Question.
seasons they had?
Question again.
8, 6, 8. What?
So how does that affect the black image
How does that affect the black?
negatively?
Oh my gosh.
Because that's really the topic at
Because
hand. Give a damn
okay,
about their friendship.
I understand that, but
What the fuck
their
y'all talking about?
friendship is the friendship between Tony and Joan is actually the friendship between all of them is how I feel like the women now built their friendships off of and their relationships off of. And that was a bunch of negativity between them, but even though it was a bunch of negativity and hatefulness and jealousy between the two women,
yeah, but are you
they
talking
still
about
stuck to
black image as in black friendship, black relationship? Like, what are you
both.
really painting on?
Black friendships, I guess.
Okay, well,
Black friendships. Because, well, it has to be both. Because if you're looking at their relationships individually, Joan was a horrible person to be in a relationship with. She just knew that there was a perfect man out there. There was perfect. It was one perfect man.
Couldn't lack shit.
Okay, so
And she could not. She was not willing to.
let's connect these metaphors, man.
Okay.
You're doing a lot of rambling.
Okay.
Let's connect metaphors. So, boom, we got Joan.
Okay.
Okay, you saying Joan? I watched it, but I didn't really watch it.
All right.
So, you got Joan. Joan today's woman, and Joan then.
Mm-hmm.
Joan is the woman who was never satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
That has to be a perfect man that check all the boxes.
Every single last one.
Okay, so that goes to what we said last episode. We want to marry perfect people.
Perfect. Yeah.
So Joan is the embodiment of delusion.
Exactly.
Okay, now
Yes.
let's move on.
Okay.
See how we that's connect some shit. All this they friendships. I don't care about their friendships
Because their friendships also are important with the female community.
it's rare that people even have the same friends that they've been having now. So
That is rare,
don't-
but it does
don't even matter.
happen. It does happen.
it does happen.
Like as long as they
And the reason
Yeah,
I'm bringing up their friendship is because you see how they sit there and stuck together for all these years, and they were still catty and
Giving that table hell over there, boy. You been fucking it. That's why I moved your mic, because you was tearing it up last episode. He did it again.
I don't know if the camera caught me too. Boy.
Oh, yeah,
I
a
hit it
couple
one
times.
time. I was
Yeah.
like, tearing him up.
Yes, he did. He did.
I change this motherfucker from plastic to wood. 'Cause you did this whole with the lunchroom freestyles and this. Okay, so who was it? Tony? That's the one with the lips?
Yes. This is why are you referring to her as the one with the lips?
Yeah,
She had lips.
That's the only way y'all know her is the
Yeah.
one with the lips.
yeah,
You
because I'm
watch
going to
much
get her
of
and
the
the other
show?
one confused. I don't,
yeah. Because
Okay,
the other one had the
she had the eyes.
yeah.
Oh
And-
my gosh. Okay. I
And
didn't
Lynn
realize that.
fine ass. That's how I know her.
The one with the tattoos.
That's the light skin.
Yeah.
Her fine ass.
Oh, okay. All right. So Tony, let's move on to Tony is the I want a man. There's no 50-50 man. There's no I'm going 50-50. There's no
Yeah, your money.
I wanna travel.
Your money is my money. My money is my money.
Yeah.
So the selfish. She's the embodiment of selfishness.
Yes.
So Joan is delusion.
Mm-hmm.
Tony is selfish.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Lynn is
Nah, leave Lynn last.
no. Lynn matters.
Nah, Lynn matters, but
Lynn
leave
matters.
her
No,
last.
she counts.
She does count. She just go
Oh,
last.
okay. All right.
She was fourth in line on the cover. She can go last.
All right. So Maya would be, I guess, the I don't really know the one that everybody would technically want, because Maya was the one. She was married. Okay, she wanted to be with her husband, but there was that one time when she kind of fell off. She had a quote unquote emotional affair. So when she started dating again, she had the one kid. She was focused. She wanted to go to school. She didn't play all them games. She wasn't a party girl. She wasn't all. She was the, I don't know what y'all would call someone like that. The rare find, the rare breed. What do you call that nowadays?
Normal.
Okay, normal. She was very focused on her
Minority.
career, her child, and she really wanted her family back. Even though she had that little hiccup, she wanted her family back. She wanted to be with that one man
What she cheated for?
because they didn't agree on something.
Dang.
She wanted to go to school, and her husband didn't feel like it was the right time. He wanted to get his business off because that's what they agreed on doing.
Oh, so he stuck to the plan that she didn't.
Right.
So she's also an embodiment of selfishness.
She was not a very selfish person. That was the one time thing, but she was not selfish. And then she did end up writing her book and getting her career going. And then that's when they ended up back together, you know?
Yeah, but she cheated based off something she agreed to.
Yeah, she did. She did.
That's not selfish.
It is selfish.
Because that's a one and done for us. That's a cardinal sin for men.
Get
That's
us
a one-
booted out the
That's
door.
that's a one.
Okay.
We don't get our family back when we
It was
you
a
know.
one and done for him. He left. He initiated the divorce after
yeah,
that.
but we
So
don't
he-
go back and get them back. When we lose them, we lost them. That's it.
He was well. She okay. So
She
let me
came
just-
back. She cried.
She cried. Hell yeah, she cried.
Yeah.
She
Cried right in front of him. Told
She
him how
liked
much sorry
talking
she
to the
was.
man that she was entertaining, whatever. They had lunch, I think, a couple times. Nothing physical happened. The
It
man
don't
did
matter,
kiss
man.
her,
It don't
but
matter.
she
Oh,
broke
she
it off.
didn't,
She was
she
like,
didn't lay with him? Damn, and the husband said, fuck it.
yeah, because and this is why because she
Focus on
embarrassed
you,
the hell
King.
out of him because
The moment she went in a public setting with him, she
yeah,
embarrassed the hell out
but
of
that
him.
wasn't why. No, that wasn't why. Because the man that she had the emotional affair with befriended her husband.
Hey, stop calling it emotion. She
it was
cheated.
emotion.
Yeah, we don't get those fucking
We don't get them
keywords.
cute ass words. She
He's
cheated.
a dog. He cheated.
Okay,
She
whatever.
fucked him over.
She
Nigga
whatever.
ain't shit.
Okay,
Shit.
whatever.
She
That she
emotionally
cheated
fair.
with- because
she
because I don't
cheated.
want there to be a misunderstanding. She
There
never
is no
touched this man.
misunderstanding.
So
She cheated.
okay, she cheated.
So since this generation wants to have a multiple definition of what cheating is, and it's no longer hey sex and sex. These are y'all rules.
Okay.
So this is what we gonna go by. She cheated on that man
Okay. She
multiple
cheated.
times. She cheated on the moment she decided to have conversation, emotional conversations about what's going on in the house. She cheated. The moment that she accepted a date and went on that motherfucker, cheated. The moment she got kissed, cheated. What is this emotional affair shit you trying to paint to these people? See, that's that woman biasness shit.
Letting off the hook.
Letting off the
I'm not
hook.
letting her off the. I'm being.
Say she cheated. Just,
I did.
No,
I
just
said
say
she
it.
cheated.
No, just say it.
Okay, Maya cheated. Maya cheated. She did. She cheated on her husband.
Okay.
Not
And-
emotional, none of that
Oh no,
shit.
she cheated. Okay, she
She
cheated.
cheated.
So, and then also the way her husband found out was she butt dialed him, and he heard the whole conversation with her and her friends. So she was telling her friends about
Oh,
it.
so not only did she cheat on him,
She confided in
she
her friends.
she
first.
made it a PSA that I am cheating on.
They all knew already.
She just was
they
filling them in on some new
Damn.
shit.
She was just telling them that,
Everybody knew but the
basically it was
husband.
cut off. But they all knew because
Smiling in his face.
Yeah.
Did anybody
And he-
tell her to stop?
Yes,
Who?
Joan.
Out of 4 people, one person said, "Chill out."
Because she tried to set Joan knew what was going on, and Maya tried to set the guy and Joan up, right? But she was like, "No, I don't like this," and she didn't want it to happen. She's like, "I want him." She's like, "And I know this is wrong," and she was like, "Well, Maya, you know it's wrong. I can't tell you what to do," but she's like, "Don't, I wouldn't do this," but she did it anyway. So Joan did try to tell her.
Before it all took place.
So it wasn't even an accident; it was premeditated. But you emotional. All right, let's go on. It was premeditated. She told her homegirl, "No, I want him."
Yeah, she
Got
said,
it out.
But-
"This is what I want." So yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, in the end, they did end up back together. She didn't have any outside kids on him. She did her. He was about to get married, and he ended up leaving the lady he was about to marry to go back to her. Then they got married again.
He a sucker. He a whole sucker out here.
Maya is the one that's giving us hope. That gives us hope.
Yeah.
That he'll come back. That he'll come back.
Okay. That's what the representation of Maya
Maya
is.
gives us
Maya
hope.
is the representation. As a
Like it.
woman, I can go do whatever the fuck I want to do, and then somebody's gonna have me.
I hope.
Nah, somebody's gonna have me. That's what Maya is. I can I can be a girlfriend. I can be a side chick. I can cheat on my husband. I can make kids. I can do whatever I want. But whenever I finish my little phase, I still get the gold at the end of the rainbow. Manifestation. That's what Maya is. We got delusion, selfishness,
And
manifestation. Now let's go down to the last.
To Lynn.
My baby.
Oh, Lynn. Lynn was a selfish freeloader.
Nah.
Yes, she was. Yes, Lynn went to
See,
college 5,000 times.
Look here.
Had several
Don't shoot no
degrees.
bell, goddamn.
I ain't
Yeah,
shooting
no, don't shoot no bell.
Because I'm finna call it what it is.
Lynn was very free spirited.
Is a Section 8 baby.
Lynn was adopted.
She was a Section 8 baby.
You're gonna have to explain that. Section 8 baby.
We doing a compare and contrast. We connecting these metaphors.
Oh, I
Lynn
see what you mean. Okay.
Was lazy.
She lived off everybody else.
Lived off everybody else.
Did not want to get a job.
Got all the benefits and did nothing.
Because she had a dream.
Because she was 5.
Lynn had a dream. Okay, she wanted to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
She did. She wanted self-employment. She wanted to build on.
She like LLCs.
She ain't get the PS5.
She
That man ain't getting that PS5 fucking with Lynn.
okay.
Oh, no.
That's her
No.
metaphor.
No.
LLC.
No, she was.
LLC, the LLC girls. She went on vacations with everybody, but had nothing.
No, she ain't going no vacation. Where was she going? Where was she going?
She was going with the clique.
No, Lynn was not that type of person. Lynn was the type of person to.
Lynn had a lot of sex.
She did.
That's what I do know.
She did.
Lynn
did.
had a lot of sex,
Yes,
and for some reason, everything she needed always got paid for.
because they paid for it. Either William paid for it or the Joan, Tony, somebody paid for it.
So we bring that into modern day
Or
time.
she would work long enough to get some money and do whatever.
we
she
bring
needed.
that to modern day
But she
time.
definitely used the hell out of William because I don't know if y'all know, but her and William got married
He was a sucker. Though.
for a convenience.
He was a.
Yeah.
He was just one of them guys. We
They
all
got
know
married
one
for
of them
convenience.
guys.
William was just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I just glad to
wanna
be
do
here.
it. I got all this money.
Look, I got Lynn. Look.
Well, and then, they had that friends with benefits thing. They ended up getting married. They got divorced. Well, when he was ready to get divorced, she was like, I want alimony. Now, this wasn't even a real marriage.
This shit
So
got
she got her alimony out of
government
him.
assistance written all over.
She got what she wanted out of him. Man,
Kind of sounds like
that's
today, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Sound like today.
Yeah.
Which is exactly
and this,
how.
And this is why I say, no man in a high class don't even do it. Middle
Take
class,
back.
you have no reason to be marrying underneath the poverty line.
He definitely shouldn't have married her.
Because just like you
reason.
said, as soon as even though we got married for convenience, when it was over, you screamed out alimony because you knew you was under that poverty line and you would get it. So, what we gonna call Lynn? Lynn is the manifestation of.
No, you just called it a Section 8 baby.
She is a Section 8 baby, but I'm looking for a word for her.
Okay,
Like she definitely fits the Section 8 mentality.
Okay.
Opportunist.
That's a good word right there. Opportunist.
The poverty opportunist is what she is. So now we got this show with all 4 of these combustible elements showing it to each young woman, little girl, these 4 horrible traits. And, we implement what we see.
That is true.
So you saying that girlfriends contributed to the misguidance of how we
I do.
deal with
I feel like
relationships or how we view things?
Yeah.
Because we can be delusional.
Yeah, we can.
And
A lot of us are delusional.
and if we make a little bit of money, we can be selfish. Okay? Even if we don't make money at all, we can manifest it.
Yep.
And if everything falls apart, just get alimony.
Just have somebody else.
Just have somebody else do it.
Yeah. Yeah. If all else fails.
Sounds like girlfriends to me. That's kind of what I remember.
That is exactly. But you see, that's why I picked that show because
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, it is a whole bunch of characteristics of what we deal with today, and this show is what 20 years old, roughly. Yeah, it's
So the best one, which is kind of crazy. So the best woman out of all four is the one that cheated.
yeah.
Why y'all look at us like that?
The best man is the one that cheated.
Yeah.
Maya was not a serial cheater.
We ain't talking about serial cheaters.
I can't answer that because you just put me on.
We get it. It's guys with no respect, but it's guys who just didn't agree with a decision and just did what they
Like
did.
I say, it's a cardinal sin.
That woman said
us.
something he didn't agree with, and he did what he did, and he butt dialed something, and then it was.
So
Wouldn't you agree?
if it was, would you have stayed?
For one situation,
Yeah.
Would I have
Is it
stayed?
a possibility you would have stayed? Even if that's how you found out.
I probably
would
would've.
have. Found out
I
that
probably
man you
would've.
had been chilling with. He was coming over your house.
yeah, that's what would have got me. Like it probably would have been a down the line, cause she still would be worthy, cause she was like, I ain't think she from the little I seen of her, I ain't know she cheated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think she was still worthy. So I probably would have doubled back. But it's that embarrassment factor. Like this motherfucker shaking my hand and shit.
And then your
Trying to
friends,
be my
the
bro.
one that you hanging around, they knew
And didn't
They
tell me, yeah,
encouraging it.
that's a
Yeah.
different, that's a different kind of like sucker type shit. Like that.
I told
yeah.
you that's some
Yeah, that's a different type of level.
like granted,
Everybody
I'm
around me know.
I'm all for the family being together. I'm all for that. But see, the thing is, y'all make up rules that we can't even use the same rules against y'all. Because y'all rules is once a cheater, always a cheater. So y'all don't come
Y'all
back.
said that.
That's not
That's
a
what
rule
y'all
that I would
said.
abide by. That I abide by.
Who invented it?
I'm sure we did. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but
It don't
all
matter.
women
So-
don't feel like that.
Are you gonna print 20 more million of you?
Really.
Well, you're the minority. I'm sorry, you don't.
Because I honestly don't believe that if a man cheated 2 relationships ago that he's gonna cheat on me. That's not mine.
What makes him a serial cheater?
What makes him a serial cheater? Well, let's see. If you continuously cheat in the same relationship, like even if you come back and say I'm sorry, apologize,
And do it again.
and then you
type
keep doing
shit.
it again, or if you do it in pretty much every relationship, I feel like that's what makes a serial cheater. But if you've cheated, if you come to me and you're honest and you say I cheated on every single girl I was with, then of course I'm gonna feel some type of way about it because I don't know if you're gonna cheat on me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna cut off the possibility of like I need to know why are you cheating on these women? Why did you cheat on these women?
What if he cry?
What is the?
What does that have to do?
You said she cried.
She did cry. I don't know. Okay. She did cry. She did
What
cry.
if he-
But
what
a
if
man
he
doesn't
cry?
have to cry to
I'm
me
saying,
in order
like if he a serial cheater, he cry.
that doesn't
Cause
do
it's
anything.
probably it's probably men that'll take back a woman
Because of them
because them
crying?
little tears, and she did probably not cheated in every relationship, but she might be what
Maya
we
cheated
classify
like 4
as
times. Like that's not.
that basically,
She cheated 4 times.
Okay.
and she cried. That's all she had to do.
Yeah,
No, she didn't. That's not why he took her back.
No, I'm saying though, it played on his heart.
No, it didn't.
Shit.
Because when she was crying, he was packing her shit to leave. He was like, "No, you got to go."
Cause that's how he
She
tried
was
to
walking
avoid
around
that. It's
following
playing on his
him.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried.
I know I can't look at her.
Yeah, he look at her. He go.
Let me pack her. I can't look at that motherfucking
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
She
say-
put his shit up
She
in
over
there.
here
He's so
crying. I look
confused.
at her. I'ma start crying. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Get out.
Get out. Get out of here.
Get up out of here.
Shit. Stop looking at me. Shit. Cry on the other side of
So
the
when he
door.
closed that door, he broke down.
Yeah, like a mother. Like,
what?
when them cameras was out, boy, that man, boom.
And then the
She
worst
there
part
crying
about
like
it,
that.
the worst part about it to me is that she didn't just call and he listened to the call. It was on voicemail, so he was playing it over and over. And then when he was like, "Oh, you got,"
Oh, so he missed the call.
yeah, he missed the call.
And
so he,
damn.
when he was like, "Oh, you got a voicemail." So she played it, and she went to stop. He said, "You let that play." You let that play. And so she was like, you know, following behind him, trying to, it wasn't like this. He's steadily packing her stuff, just walking around.
Your boy was hurt.
So you got to go.
Boy was hurt.
You got to go.
We don't pack clothes in no other situations, vacations, nothing. Boy was hurt. He knew if he looked at her, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah. He folded like a deck of cards.
Yep. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Well, girlfriend.
I'm not going to say poor Maya because she, you know, she did put herself
Ain't no
in.
poor nothing.
No, she put herself
It's
in
not-
a situation.
We don't get poor.
None of these women on this show poor nothing.
Shit.
They was
Telling
in.
me I can go do something and cry.
We have the four horsemen,
The 4 deadly sins
the 4 deadly sins
of men.
of sin- of everything. We have the delusion. I think I'm perfect, so I'm going to find perfect. Like Joan
Joan
really,
never thought she did anything wrong.
Yeah, of course.
of course,
She never thought she did anything
of course, because she
wrong.
know why? Because she had money. Long as she was successful, ain't no wrong in her. She had a problem with a man sucking on her toes. Like,
He had a-
Having a foot
I
fetish.
don't believe he sucked on herself, but it was definitely a fetish.
If he was, but in
it's
reality,
your feet.
if he like feet,
Shit is yours.
yeah, ain't no
Long
telling
as
what
he
he
ain't-
put them feet through.
You know,
Like if he a foot man, ain't no
Hey,
telling
man.
what role play he done with them damn toes.
long as he ain't out here just sucking random toes and they your toes, give that man your feet. Like he's successful. He got
He wanna suck
everything
feet.
going.
Successful man want to suck on some toes.
Yeah.
They should just do it.
That should just do it.
They
Huh?
should- they should
Nike?
do it.
What the fuck is y'all talking about? Just do it. It's yours. God, man.
I mean, I guess. But
Now, Tony, it made sense. You know, I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I had to work, so I give Tony up credit. You had to work, but she definitely wasn't trying to be no partner.
no.
It was like, nigga, it's me and me only.
And what was her husband like? The little guy she
Her
had.
husband was a doctor.
No, I'm saying like his characteristics on, like how they portray him on. Like was she dominant over him?
He was white,
Yeah.
huh?
He was white, yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
And so, you know, if whatever
he,
she said,
he folded with the lips.
whatever she said, oh my gosh.
He
come on,
folded with
man.
the lips.
Whatever she said, she wanted. He did the best he could. He went broke.
Went
When
broke.
I say broke, went broke.
And then went
to get
single.
them married, to give her the wedding that she wanted. And then when she found out he was broke, after he gave her she was like, oh no. Mm-mm. She wouldn't give up her lifestyle. And they damn near got divorced because of that.
Hit that button, man. You know what?
I don't even know which
Skinny,
one
man.
that
You know.
hit, man.
You
I,
know.
They damn near got divorced. They started having problems because
Well, that's a hard day right there.
Damn.
yeah, gave her the wedding of her dreams. Found out he was broke because of her, and, then,
She blamed him.
and she blamed him.
Kenny, man, tell me this shit just fell out your pocket, man.
Yeah, because of her.
Damn.
These sound like some of the worst women in the world. In the world. You wanted this man to pay at least $200,000 for a wedding. And he gave it to you because of love.
she
And then you left him because he did what you wanted him to do. This is why we don't listen to y'all. Y'all don't care about the books. Y'all don't care about nothing.
Once I'm broke, I should.
Once I'm broke,
Not
you should have
before,
had
though.
more money, so you wouldn't have been broke.
That's crazy.
Did
What
she
her
help pay
money
for the
was?
wedding?
Fuck no.
She ain't even pay for
She
no.
ran with her shit. Ran out with the plug.
Man, come on, dog.
Damn.
Man, she ain't even attempt to pay for the cake. The hall. Was it a hall? They probably got a destination wedding.
They
or some
rented
shit.
a house.
They rented a mansion
Yeah.
all for her. And it's like,
And I think he said the house was like $10,000 a night or something like that. They were there for like three or four nights.
that's honeymoon?
No,
That's
this
the
was just for the wedding.
They had
People was
they
there
had a
for 3
3-day
days?
wedding?
It was like, you know, everybody go to the wedding party. Her and her friends, they stayed at the house. Her mama was there.
oh, like
her
the
brother was
bachelor
there.
the day before, then the wedding. What the fuck they did
It was
the
like
third day?
it was like They were there for at least 2 nights before the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was a nice house, too.
That man's broke. Like,
And she
you
talk
talk
about
about the
the
nice house.
fixation
Yeah,
and shit. That
the
man
chandelier
Ain't
was
got no
something.
woman. Shit.
Now I'm broke.
Can't call her and ask her for nothing.
I broke with no woman now.
So he went and broke behind the wedding and the ring. My bad. I'm sorry. I forgot. I excluded the ring.
How big was the ring?
It was a nice ring.
How big was
Well, let me just say, when he proposed to her, he presented her with 3.
Oh, that's it.
So
Let me tell you something.
That's on him. He
Let me tell you something. let me
Man,
tell
we
you
got
something.
3 rings. Crazy. Tripping.
Even though this is a make-believe situation, if that happened in real life, do you understand?
Crazy.
That man was a doctor.
yeah.
In real life, he is still paying student loans. So a doctor's going to pay student loans for about 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
He just added another 150 to $200,000
Worth of debt.
and then they broke up. He can't even afford to get in another relationship because
Well, he got another job. He got a good job after.
He lost his job as a doctor.
Yeah, I think so.
what's a better job than a doctor? What the
He
fucking
went-
nuclear physicist?
He was a.
What you mean?
He went
He got
to
a
be
good
like
job.
A facial. What is that?
Reconstruction?
Yeah, cosmetic doctor. So
Oh, he
Oh, he had
switched.
to start doing
I think he
BBLs
like
and
switched
shit.
over to something else.
He must knew what was
which
coming.
was it was somewhere else.
Saw it in
So
this.
saw it in the future.
He had to start doing BBLs because he had to get his money back.
And so,
Credit cards maxed out.
Yeah.
The
And she was
only
like,
doctor with a 200 credit score.
We could just sell your place. He was like, I don't own that place. I rent that place. She was like, you don't own. Like she was upset. Like this was
Hey,
after they
hey.
were married. Now.
So she was giving him options. You didn't get no money.
Oh,
But
man,
telling him what he could get
I
rid
think I'm
of.
finna change my vote. I think Tony was the worst.
Oh, wait, and that's not
Shit.
even. That's not the worst part. So in one of the episodes, they were
There's
like,
more?
There's more. One of the episodes, they were confessing things to each other. So her and Maya and Lynn, and so she was like, she had a Fresno fund, which is where she came from. She said she would never ever go back there. She had like $500,000 in that account, and she wouldn't even use it to get them out of debt. She said because she specifically said she was going to use that money to never go back. She wouldn't use it to get them out of debt. She didn't touch the money. $500,000.
Knowing she rough.
Knowing this nigga make the money,
Yeah.
that's you gonna get it anyway.
You gonna get it back.
She was not willing.
So she really
Yeah, Tony.
let the whole ship sink, knowing she still can get alimony from this man. So she
And
was
child
covered.
support. And child support.
She was covered from A to Z while this man was sitting up here operating off love. And y'all sit up here today's time act like y'all don't know why men are the way that they are. Because all four of these women is what happened. It's what happened in
Yeah, I'd rather the free love.
now it happened. I'd rather Lynn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause at least I can dangle 50,000 in her face and she gonna bite.
Yeah.
She gonna sit down somewhere.
She gonna sit down
I
somewhere.
ain't got no win
Yeah,
without
hey,
a mother.
hey,
All you gotta do is give her sex and money, and she'll be in
Hey,
a place
you know.
to live. In a place to live, and she's good.
You know, she'll jump on the Call of Duty with me. You know?
Dang.
Can we get off my show now? Cause
And you the one that made this shit that long.
I mean, it was.
I ain't know they was them horrible women.
It's freaking
And they
accurate.
want to watch it now.
You need to. It's like
Hey,
8
Baby,
I don't
get
even-
ready. We
I don't
We're
even
watch the whole series.
I don't even want to see that track. That's a
I gotta
horror
see this
movie.
picture be painted.
Yeah.
Man, that is
I
a
like
horror, that
horror
is a
movies.
Stephen
That's the thing
King
about me. I like
horror movie,
Yeah,
man.
Stephen King.
God damn.
Y'all need to watch it though. It's really good.
Man, look, man, they
I've been looking for me a good horror movie.
these motherfuckers.
That's what you're gonna be saying.
What,
That's what y'all gonna be saying.
8 seasons worth of horror? That shit
It's
sound.
not horror.
That shit's- yeah, it is. Yeah, it
I
is.
guess
For
y'all.
men.
Yeah, for men.
Man,
That
let's
shit
move
sounds
on.
scary than Supernatural.
Yeah,
Let's-
please,
man,
please,
what?
let's move on.
What? I seen all the paranormal activities. This is, man. Demon Night,
Yeah, I'm interested.
Night of the Living Dead. Give me the zombies. I'll take the zombies than these
Turning all
women.
the lights off in the house. No lights on.
Yeah.
Turn the goddamn lights off.
Yeah, so-
Scary movie going up
Yeah,
there.
it's a scary movie going
Daddy,
on.
what's scary about?
Go over, got
Tony, goddamn it. Tony, goddamn it.
Nigga got
That's
it.
modern day
Well, if y'all
Jason
watch
around
it,
this
please let me know
motherfucker.
what y'all think, because I would
ain't-
love to hear from y'all's point of view.
Yeah. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
It's on Netflix, y'all. It's on
Yeah.
Netflix. So go
Man.
ahead and-
God damn.
Yeah.
I actually think she worse than Jason.
Shit.
Now you just being,
Nah.
that's putting too much on.
Nah.
She more Freddy Krueger.
Oh
You
my
think so?
God.
Yeah,
Nightmare.
because you can't even sleep
Yeah,
good.
you can't.
You can't even sleep good because it's just Tony just take it from
Yeah,
you in
for
your
real.
dream. She just take it from you.
You just keep seeing all the money she
Yeah.
got in your dreams and shit like this motherfucker
Like,
ain't worth
but
a
Tony, if you
damn.
just give me a little bit, I can put the money back. No! No!
But he didn't know about it. He didn't know.
Wake up. Wake up. Sweat like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker.
Woo. Shit.
So Tony is selfish, and her upbringing was so traumatic.
Yes.
She allowed it to just railroad anybody who was trying to do good by her.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to reciprocate love, real affection, because she ain't really gave that man no affection. I did see that part.
Yeah.
And she definitely wasn't a team player. Just give me because I'm Tony and because I came from the bottom and here
I'm solidified.
I'm solidified, and just by me being with you,
Is a plus.
yeah, it's a plus. It's value. I bring value to you just being here with you. And it's like, yeah, but there's a hole in the boat. We sinking. No, you
You
sinking.
sinking.
I bought a life raft. Why is it only?
Can I get on it?
No. You the man. A real man would have bought a life raft.
For real.
You would have planned for this already.
You could have had several. If he knew Tony.
Yeah.
If he dreamed about it first.
Yeah. This is horrible.
Nightmare on
Yes.
Tony Street.
Nightmare on Tony Street, on Joan Ave. All right, man, let's move on, man. We need to put 40 minutes on girlfriends. Damn.
Yeah.
Boy, this shit. I didn't know.
I need a minute.
Man, they lied about the synopsis of what girlfriends was
Nah,
about.
for
This
real.
was the killing of men.
This
All
episode
men. Black
12,
men was getting it.
this
White
might
men
be
was
the
getting
one.
it. Like this.
This might be the one. This
Yeah.
episode, it might be the one.
This might be the best horror story of all time.
Nah, for real.
They are giving Jordan Peele a run for his money
Nah,
with
for
this
real.
one.
Who wrote that show?
I
Probably.
don't know.
I bet he got some horror movies somewhere.
Mara Brock something, a kill, something like that. I
A
think
woman wrote it?
It was a woman. It was a woman.
I know she got some horror
I don't think any of those.
Hey,
No,
let's
man.
move on.
Okay.
Like
I'm
he
sweating and
coulda-
shit.
Yeah, man, he finna jump into a whole thing. We
I'm
almost
sorry.
an hour up in here.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
I got some water.